the new maid. All right, everybody. If you like NIKKE content, please give the stream and or the record of the clip down VOD a like on YouTube. Subscribe. Leave a comment down below or in chat if you're watching this live of who your favorite maid girl is. Who's your favorite maid and totally why is it soda? Ahaha. It's probably a bad idea to drink coffee this late, yes. Oh yeah, Sweet's getting one too. Yeah. Okay. The Maid Cafe at the Outpost. Huh? She just shows up with her tits out. Why are you all staring at me like that? Well, I think you should consider changing your outfit first. Ah, you mean into a maid outfit? Why didn't you say so sooner? Give me a second. Ta-da! How do I look? Do you think Master will like it? Wow! I think he'll probably like it? You do remember everything you were taught, right? Of course, I remember it all perfectly. Okay, then you can start tomorrow. Sounds good. Is this where I'll be working? No, you'll be assigned to the ARC branch during the event. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Then I'll head off and get some rest for my first day tomorrow. Ade, are you sure it's gonna be okay? It'll be fine. Velvet's been in our squad for a while now. And she's been trained properly anyway. Yeah, you're right. Besides, if anything happens, I'll handle it all. You tell him, Soda. No, Velvet needs to do her job properly too. You tell him, Coco. What? I taught her myself after all. Drake Maid. Oh yeah, that's right. She had a maid skin, just not a maid unit. That's right. You think they serve pasties at the cafe? Well, they do with her around. I like Coco. Her Bond story is cute. I think the first Bond story I'm gonna read is Little Mermaids. Classic. She'll be fine. Yes. Thanks all for your hard work, Coco. It wasn't hard. It was fun, in fact. Fun? Velvet was a real secret agent, you know. She even taught me how to be one. Wow! I want to learn too! You're not ready for that yet. If you tripped while trying to hide, you'd be in big trouble. Aww. Let's go get some rest now. This event, something tells me it's not going to be easy. I briefly stopped by the Ark to run a quick errand. I like reading and reacting with chat. I paused in front of the familiar Maid Cafe sign. Ade hasn't asked me to help out at the cafe. There's no particular reason for me to stop by. I should probably just head back. Oh, I wonder if Velvet's working. Maybe I should take a quick look, just in case. Seems like I found a reason to stop after all. Bro was literally just looking for an excuse to go to the Maid Cafe. Have fun flipping tables, bro. I'm still rolling from the white Valpas. Hey, Joestar, what's up, brother? How you doing? Welcome in. Suppressing my quickening pace, I entered the cafe. Like a true man. I am quickly enveloped by a warm and cozy atmosphere. But no one comes to welcome me? What's with this atmosphere? Did something happen? Master? Velvet suddenly appears and clings to my arm. Master, you came to see me? What? How did you know? Really? Then I'll shall be the one to serve you. I don't think that's how that works. English isn't that way. I follow Velvet's lead and sit at an empty table. What would you like to order, master? Omurice, please. Okay, please wait a moment. Ade? Did something happen? Well, you see, a few hours earlier. Hey, Gwendolyn, welcome back. Welcome back, master. I'll escort you to a table inside. What would you like to order? Oh, you can find today's specials on the menu. Here, let me show you. No need to get impatient, masters. There may only be one of me, but I'll serve you with my all. Velvet, if it's okay with you, could I have your number? My number? Velvet leans down and whispers into the guest's ear. That'll be a little tricky. What if you order a parfait and share it with me? Maybe I'll change my mind. Parfait! One parfait here, please. Parfait, parfait. I need it. I need the parfait. Just one. Two, please. Thank you. Here, let me give you a stamp. Mast is like, dying inside. Is going to be a problem? Looks like it might be. I don't think it's that big of a problem. But still. Excuse me? If I order a cake, will you share it with me? No, I'm not hungry. But Velvet's willing to eat with her guests. So, I'm Anchor. Do I look like a harlot to you? Thank you for the hydrate, Val. What's up, brother? Welcome in. Yes, she indeed is a pirate maid. Yeah, that's true. All right. I knew things would turn out like this. If one person does it, others will start expecting it too. That's what happened. Somehow didn't notice that on my first read through. I guess I was distracted. Well, I mean, there's two big reasons why you'd be distracted, man. After all the customers started specifically requesting for Velvet. In the end, the rest of us got stuck doing kitchen work. Trony and I are fine since we're always assigned to the kitchen anyway, but I have no interest in working in the kitchen. You should take this opportunity to get used to the kitchen duties. You keep failing your professional maid evaluations. That's because Mask keeps making pirate food however she feels like it. Ugh. By the way, where's Drake? I haven't seen her for a while. She went off to change her clothes a while ago. Said it was boring working here. Damn. Well, Omurice for table 3 is up. Got it. Velvet, who has been weaving her way through the cafe serving other customers, approaches me with Omurice in hand. Oh god, is she gonna do the spell? No feet! Your Omurice, master. Velvet sets the plate down and sits on my thigh. She didn't do the spell. Oh my god! Send her back to maid school. Based and Velveteen. Ooh, wait, what? Velvet is sitting on my thigh. Rappy is going to murder me. She scoops up a bit of Omurice and offers it to me. Oh, she really didn't do the spell. She fails. Send her ass back to maid school. Velvet, could you get down? I don't want to. I can feel the gazes of the surrounding customers on us. Get down, please. Sure, if you take a bite of this. I take a bite of the omurice. The gazes of the surrounding customers begin to turn hostile. Is it good? It is. Maybe it's because I'm feeding it to you. You don't do this with the other customers too, right? Well... What do you think? Let's talk somewhere private. Velvet and I enter the break room, followed by Ade. Velvet. Don't you think your customer service is a bit too aggressive? Really? In what way? There's too much physical contact. Oh, that? That kind of treatment is reserved only for our real master. I'm not that extreme with other customers. That doesn't seem right either. Ade catches my glance and nods. Yes, you must treat all customers sincerely at all times. Is that so? Velvet steps closer to me. So, I have to treat the other customers out there. Velvet's fingertips tickle my chest. The same way I treat you? Really? Yes, at least during the cafe operating hours. Do as she says. It's negatively affecting your coworkers. But I don't want to. Even if you don't want to, you have to, child. That is a big pout. That is a mega pout. Look at that pout. You have to get along with others and made for you. Just like before when you told me to get in line. Aren't you being a bit too cold only toward me? Before was during a pursuit. And now? Until you make a decision, you'll probably keep feeling like I'm being cold. A decision about what? About where you're going to be. I've already joined you and become a part of Maid for you. Isn't that enough? It's not about where you are physically. I also... Oh, Master. Hi, Coco. Coco enters the break room holding a sketchbook. What's that? Oh, this? Coco shows us what she's drawing in the sketchbook. It looks like a bunch of pink and red blobs. Since Velvet is new, I'm going to put this up so our customers can recognize her. Oh my god, she's too sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Customers will probably frequent us more often. Yup, the more the merrier. Looks like I don't have time to just hang around here then. This newbie maid is heading off to work extra hard. Velvet leaves the break room. Should I draw you and Ade too, Master? Dude, it went like 6,000 feet over her head. Sure, thank you. That day, the Maid Cafe was a huge success. By closing time, 85% of the customers had requested to be served by Velvet. After the Maid Cafe closes, Ade and I return to the commander's room. Good work today. You too, Master. I caused trouble again, didn't I? No, you didn't, and it wasn't trouble, so don't say that. Yes, Master. By the way, what do you plan to do from now on? Are things going to be okay at the cafe? Ade? Oh, sorry. Something felt off about today's service. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because some chick is shoving her boobs in everybody's face. No, it's nothing. I'll tell you once I'm more certain. I mean, it's one big obvious thing, and it's pink with her tits sticking out. Just saying. Forget I said anything. Alright. Also, as far as the cafe is concerned, I'll figure it out. That's not the way we want to attract our customers either. To start with, I'll try to convince Velvet, and then... You think she'll be receptive? Well, first, I need to get to know her better. I still don't really know her or anything about her. I know her name, and that she was a secret agent. And ever since her squad disbanded, she's been constantly on the run. But aside from those three things, seems like nothing's changed since Coin Rush. Yeah, she hardly ever talks about her past. And also, what you said to Velvet earlier, Master. I've brought it up before. About deciding where she belongs? Yes, she dodged the question back then, just like she did this time. She probably wants to belong between some dude's thighs. I'm just saying. And that dude's the commander. I'm just saying. 3 things, 2 being attached to 1. It's not that I don't understand, but... Ade, let's out decide. Excuse me. Velvet probably doesn't know how. How to find your place in a new environment. How to get close to new people. And how to respond to kindness. Still, I think she's slowly improving. The way she acts during business hours, that's probably her way of expressing herself. That's definitely a way to express yourself. She works hard and produces results. Sales-wise, we're doing pretty well. Yeah. Anyway, sorry for taking up your time, Master. No, don't worry about it. I'll stop by the cafe again tomorrow. Okay, Master. Thank you, as always. She's so sweet. She's so cute. After Ade leaves. It's like aid, I think, but my brain keeps saying it like, not aid, as in like English, but like day, as in like how you would pronounce it in Japanese. So that's why I keep saying it that way. Huh? I searched my pockets, but my phone is nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. Did I leave it at the Maid Cafe? What a moron. Bring. I tried calling my own number, but the call doesn't go through. Guess I'll have to head back. I throw my coat on and head back to the Ark. A little later, I return to the Maid Cafe and search for my phone, but the lights are still on? I quieten my steps and carefully approach the cafe door. Beyond the closed door, I can faintly hear Velvet's voice along with a man's. What? You're giving up already? I'm a little disappointed. Please, it's all my fault. I don't have anything left. Is that so? From where I'm standing, it looks like you've got plenty left in you. Come on, try just a little harder. Whoa! Come on, just try a little harder. I rush into the Maid Cafe. Huh? A man in a black suit and sunglasses is tied up tightly laying on the floor. Oh. You're here! Velvet digs her heel harder into the man's back. Hey! Call the police! This woman is... Can you be quiet? Ugh! You came for this, right? Velvet holds out my phone. Who's he? Oh, this? He snuck in and was installing bugs in cameras. So I was just showing him a bit of affection. He was installing bugs in cameras? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it privately. Ugh. Velvet karate chops the back of the man's neck. and he goes limp in an instant. Are you allowed to do that? Why not? He's the one who's up to no good. He should be grateful he still has his arms and legs. He came to capture me, you know. Well, more like gather information to capture me. Surprise. Seems like you still don't get how dirty things can get, huh, Master? Why are they after you? Well, isn't it obvious? I'm useful. What do you mean? Did I kill him? No, then it's fine. I have my uses. Back then, Mustang, or should I say, the president, did a lot of bad things. And I happen to know every sordid detail. Not sure if you realize, but the president has plenty of enemies. Not just for business reasons, but it's annoying, honestly. We committed those bad deeds together, and he's far worse than I am. But now he pretends to be all noble and righteous. So if they catch me and work me over, they think they can expose everything from the past. Or so they believe. That said, the only reason I'm still alive is thanks to the president's little act. In the old days, my squad and I would have been dead by now. And it's not like he lacked the power or means to make it happen. With just one snap of his fingers, he could have made us disappear, making it seem like we never existed. But he didn't. Yeah, exactly. I wonder what's gotten into him. He settled down with a very nice NIKKE. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Velvet lifts an arm of the unconscious man. Isn't this? On the back of the man's hand is a stamp from the Maid Cafe. He came in as a customer earlier today. No way. Hey Mari Puzzle, what's up? I still don't know who sent him. But I'm pretty sure he didn't come here to watch me say stuff like coochie woochie boing. And he wasn't the only one. There were about 6 of them, I reckon. He's the only one foolish enough to try and sneak in tonight. So what happened earlier today was... What's up, Gray? Spin! Me killing 2 birds with 1 stone. If I want to stop them from pulling anything stupid, I figure it'd be better if I step in. These guys are small fry anyway. Velvet shakes a phone that seems to belong to the man. They use secure phones, but don't even bother deleting their instructions. What amateurs. The phone screen reads, collect all information on Shade by any means necessary. Shade, that was the squad you were in before. Yeah, but it was disbanded. It's going to be exhausting guarding the cafe in the meantime. I thought you weren't interested in the Maid Cafe. I have to stay here for now, and it'll be annoying if things get ugly. Like I said, I've been on the run ever since the president dissolved Shade. Do you have any idea how exhausting that is in a place as teeny as the Ark? Being on the run means you had pursuers, right? Yep. Those people, if you can even call them that, are the people from this incident the same ones who were chasing you back then? No, the people after me before were legit. I almost got caught several times. What happened to them? What do you think happened? Don't worry, those guys won't be involved this time. As capable as they were, seeing me make such a big deal of coming under your protection will make them cautious. My value versus the risk of crossing you. They will weigh between those two. Even I even led them to that conclusion from the start. What does it matter to you? You've got nothing to lose. If anything, you stand to gain. You've got a dedicated maid now. Velvet pokes my chest. Anyway, that's enough story for today. I hadn't planned on talking about this in the first place. Velvet brushes my lips lightly with her fingertip. Oh my. Whenever I'm around you, I end up letting something vulnerable slip without even realizing it. Velvet easily lifts the unconscious man with one hand. I'll get going then. Good work today. As far as all this is concerned, let me handle it. Don't tell the others. They wouldn't be much help anyway. Velvet leaves the Maid Cafe. The next day, at the Maid Cafe. The majority of the customers continue to request for Velvet, who darts around the cafe with ease. And yet, oh master, is this secret space meant only for us maids? I'm afraid you're not allowed in. She blocks a customer attempting to sneak inside. Ah, master. Is that a button? Here, you dropped this. She retrieves a surveillance device from underneath the table. Oh! Excuse me. But there's a loud noise coming from the restroom. Sorry, miss. Looks like some cleaning supplies have fallen over. Once in a while, she even gets her hands dirty. This is how the morning passes. Getting more neon, thumbs up. In the trailer, the giant handprint on the building reminded me of Kung Fu Hustle. Clearly, Nayuta knows the Buddha palm technique. Danny's like, my girl. Are you okay? No. Ugh, seriously, why are there so many of them? Guess yesterday was just a preview. On top of that, they're all amateurs with no fundamentals, so it's even more annoying. Even if I want to play dumb, it's all so blatantly obvious. That's true. These would-be intruders do seem sloppy, even to me. Do you think there might be some other motive? Maybe these amateurs are only a distraction? While someone else goes after the real target. What real target? Wasn't I the final goal from the start? I'm already engaging with them directly. Any diversionary tactics would be pointless. They could be after me. If that happens, all the Nikkes who love you would mobilize. And they'd round up not just the mastermind, but their entire family, relatives, and even their neighbors. Well, that's true. Then, do you have any idea who's behind it? I don't know. There are just too many possibilities. Like I said yesterday, these guys are small fry. If they were actually competent, we would at least narrow it down. But with guys like this, it's even harder to tell. Honestly, it's like they just grabbed some random thugs off the street. Maybe they were a group that broke apart once and reformed. That would explain a few things. If they needed results, they might rush in without thinking. At that moment, another customer enters the Maid Cafe. The way they keep glancing around looks incredibly suspicious, even to me. Great, here we go again. When am I finally going to kick them all out? Ugh, whatever. I'm taking a break. Velvet heads into the break room and collapses onto the sofa. Why don't you ask for help? Velvet lifts her head slightly, still sprawled across the sofa. You should ask the others for help. This is about keeping the Maid Cafe safe, so they'd definitely be willing to help. No way. Why? Just no. Bringing it up won't hurt. You've got nothing to lose. What do you mean I've got nothing to lose? Velvet sits up straight. Asking for help means I need help. And needing help means I'm in a bad spot. Being in a bad spot means that it's perfect time to take me down, isn't it? See? How's that nothing to lose? My life is on the line. You know that would never happen. Yeah, I know, but still. Velvet rests her chin on her hand and looks out the window. Still, this is just how I do things. I've lived my whole life like this. Wouldn't it be strange if I suddenly changed overnight? Nothing bad is going to happen, you have my word. I am the commander, I am Jeff McDood guy. How are you gonna guarantee that? I'll figure something out. I'm big brain. What kind of answer is that? So irresponsible. Even so, it's a rather sweet proposition. Velvet stares out the window for a while. After a long pause, she speaks again. All right. I'll humor you and bring it up once. What's up, Ragnar? How you doing, Chief? Can we get a shout out for Chief, please? He who also streams NIKKE. It's a boppin' theme, ain't it? It's a pretty boppin' theme. Of course I'll help. I thought something strange was going on too. Some of the customers have even been acting oddly. And so have you, Velvet. I noticed it too. The customers keep acting weird, so I've been wondering whether we should report it to the ACPU. I knew it. So it's some kind of covert operation. I already have a plan laid out. Coco is amazing. You're going to help me? Of course. Why? Because we're a family. Velvet, we don't know what kind of life you lived before. In fact, we don't have the faintest idea. So please, tell us. Tell us what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Here, take this. Coco hands Velvet a thin plastic wrapped pouch. What is this? A letter writing set. I heard that writing a letter helps when it's hard to put things into words. You can use these colored pencils too. Coco hesitates, looking at the colored pencils, then lifts her head. Your hair color is similar to mine, so I'll let you use this one. Coco pulls out the shortest colored pencil, the pink one, and holds it out. Velvet takes it, nonplussed. You've never let me use that one? Because your hair is green, Soda. That's true, but still. While Coco and Soda bicker with one another, Velvet blinks silently, staring down at the writing paper and colored pencil in her hand. What did I tell you? Ade, don't you hate me? When you were chasing me back at Coin Rush, I felt a lot of hostility from you. I don't hate you. What happened in Coin Rush was a pretty unique situation. And you were targeting Master too. But after you joined our squad, you've been working really hard. And you've been a great student under my tutelage. Even if your performance isn't exactly the best. Well, I've never done this kind of work in my life, so that's to be expected. Which is why I should get back to my old line of work. Hey, kid. No, Coco. Yes? Do you like covert operations? Let's go over the situation first. Hell yeah! Bunny Ade's back, let's go! That's my girl. That's my girl. I've been diving. It's absolute hell. Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow. Coco's a hair cyst? Among the customers, there are some who are trying to gather information on Velvet and on us as well. So far, they haven't made any other moves. But once they've gathered enough information, there's no telling how they might act. Right. In special operations, information gathering is basically everything. You can spend ages preparing and plotting routes, while the actual execution takes only a few moments. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Soda. We're still a long way from all that. Thanks to Velvet, they probably haven't gathered much information at all. Ade? Sorry to interrupt. Yes, Master? Why are you dressed as a bunny girl? Oh, that? Got her ass. Are we getting Bunny Girl Wispy for the next Bunny Girl event? Wouldn't that be a thing? Had to reinstall Helldivers last night just to kill Cyber Sand. That's another reason why Bunny Ade's great, is just because she has such great expressions. Like, they did really good on her models' faces. It just felt right while we're having this conversation. I see. I just saw Ade wearing it. I just felt like wearing it. Velvet's like, I'm just here to be part of the group. What? Isn't that a treat for your eyes? Oh my god. This poor dude. Poor Jeff McDude guy. He's caught between a rock and a booba spot. Maybe she'll be a horse. Haunces. What if I became a haunts girl instead of a cat girl? What would you guys do? What if I turned over, was no longer a lefty? Jeff McDude over here drowning. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. As Ade pointed out, those guys have no choice but to proceed cautiously. Putting their amateurish methods aside, they haven't managed to gather much information. And besides, I've even stepped in personally to stop them, remember? No matter how stupid they are, they're bound to suspect that something's up. They'll assume there's something precious and important that we're hiding and protecting. Yes, from their perspective. Not only does the leader of Shade suddenly reappear, she's become affiliated with Master and starts working at the Maid Cafe. On top of that, every agent they sent to gather intel at the cafe was dealt with. Good point. Hey, Norm! They're probably starting to think this place is a base of operations. A base for Shade's new beginning. Also, a cafe being the hideout for a secret organization is a classic setup. Textbook. Does that mean those weird customers will keep coming? Well, if we keep playing along, something's bound to happen. They're not sending these agents here for fun. Eventually, they'll probably resort to aggressive tactics. Aggressive tactics? Don't worry too much. In the middle of the arc, there's a limit to how aggressive they can be. And I'm here, aren't I? Yes. Plus, if they use aggressive methods, they'll inadvertently expose their weaknesses. Both sides lack information, but if we target those weaknesses, we can make things work somehow. All done. Oh god. I was half expecting Coco to show up in a bunny outfit too. I was like, oh god, no, don't do this to Coco. Don't put Coco in a bunny outfit. She's too precious. Coco, who has been drawing in her sketchbook this entire time, puts down her colored pencil. I've drawn up an operation plan. Really? As your senior officer, I shall take over. Senior officer? You're officially joining the covert op, aren't you? That makes me your senior and you my junior. Oh, Velvet smiles and takes Coco's sketchbook. Her eyes widen slightly when she looks at it. This isn't bad. You've got talent. I've been practicing. Great. We'll go with this. Huh? Wait? Well, I'll fine-tune a few things. But the overall plan works as is. Velvet spreads the sketchbook open. The drawing and wobbly handwriting lay out the plan. And you can make out the general outline of the operation. This will actually work, really? Of course. This is a Maid Cafe, right? So... Velvet slowly begins to take off her bunny girl outfit. We'll handle it the way the maids did. I'll step out for a moment. Ooh. Ow! Coco, aka the commander's adopted daughter. He was adopted by Coco. There, the customer's in the brown blazer. Got it. Ade takes a coffee cup to Velvet. Hands it. Coffee cup Velvet hands her and walks over. Here's your coffee. Please enjoy, Master. Hello. Hi, Ace. Hi, Sadie. Ugh! Upon taking a sip of the coffee, the customer starts trembling violently. Oh my, are you alright? The coffee. Why is it so salty? Here, allow me to assist you. The customer foams at the mouth and trembles. Ade lays a secret agent on a nearby bench and then returns. How much salt did you put in there? 6.5 spoonfuls. I'm gonna be sick at my stomach just hearing that. Hey, Cypher! Not win in Rome! That's why they call her a fatal maid. Exactly. It's salty because it was around a group of League players. We deal with the secret agents that Velvet spots in a way that interferes with business as little as possible and without the other customers noticing. Of course, we don't use the same methods every time. Hoochie woochie boing! Wow, you're really good at this. Then let me teach you the next spell. You have to follow along properly, okay? No, we force some of them to keep performing this delicious spell. That's not it. Huh? The carrot pieces are too big. If they're this big, they won't cook through the wind stir fried. Again, we make others join the cooking experience event. And if none of those methods work, we have our last resort. Now, you mustn't go in there. Ugh! I'll tie him up in the break room. Please do. Sometimes we subdue them with force. I was nervous since this was supposed to be a covert op, but this is nothing. Well, I suppose it does have its own unique charm. We're doing okay, right? Yes, this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, why isn't the Fed doing anything? She's a Fed! Literally the Feds. This is Privity, the Feds, and she's not doing anything other than letting this covert op chick that, like, you know, apparently the whole arc wants dead be on her merry way. What the fuck? She's out of uniform. None of the other customers seem to have noticed. I never thought we'd end up pulling off a covert op in the Maid Cafe. Seriously, being with you guys is nothing but fun. I installed a few of the surveillance cameras we confiscated from the agents in the main hall. It should help with identifying them. You did? Thanks. I hope they just give up at this point. That would be nice. But foolish people tend to be brave. Welcome to... Huh? Have we met before? I feel like I've seen you somewhere other than the cafe. Of course you have. Huh? Team Pink needs some points. Ah! As soon as he enters the cafe, the man kicks over the signboard. Wow, what a douche. You, get the manager. Oh god, it's a male Karen. Karen into this. Aren't you? That's right. I figured I'd find you here. Been living it up, huh? Please leave. We won't tolerate disruptive behavior. Oh, scary. Is this how you treat a customer? Don't tell me a maid for Made for You is planning to kick out customer, huh? I've heard those are called Kevins. Drawn by the commotion, the other customers turn and stare at Ade and the man. Please allow me to escort you to your table. Good. That's more like it. Oh, and forget the manager. Bring me the one with the pink hair. No, not you. The tall one. The tall girl. The new one who joined recently. That guy. Yeah, that's him. He's the loser I saw at Coin Rush. Figures he looked pathetic, but he has an uncanny way of cutting straight to the crux of things. So he's the one behind all this. Crux. He knows who I am and what I'm worth. A bunch of low-life thugs wouldn't have figured that out so easily. I see. Hurry up and bring her. Bring out the floating fat man. Ah, do I have to request her by name? Sure, I can do that. How much will she cost? He's causing a scene. Please refrain from causing a commotion inside the cafe. Is being loud a crime? I said get the pink-haired girl. Bring me the pink-haired girl. Would you look at that glare? Aren't you all Nikkes? Go ahead, try laying a finger on me. Let's see if a Nikke can hurt a human right here in the middle of the arc. Bring me the leopard! So, you're not going to bring her out? Okay, Kevin, here she is. Enzadoro. Fine. We'll see who lasts longer. Boys, take your positions. Rattle 'em, boys. Huh? Oh, they're all bald. I love that's the thing Coco notices, that they're all bald. I've seen them before. Muscular men in black suits pour in, completely filling the hall. The other customers flee the cafe. All right, Kevin, here you go. And soon the bodyguards occupy almost every table. Do I have to add a bald emote for you guys? Tell the pink-haired girl to come out. We're not leaving until then. Master. Yeah? This is bad. Hate to have to do this, but we have to use our last resort. So you need to stall them, Master. Okay. Oh, I got it. Good. Here. Coco pins a name tag to my chest, and then enters the break room with her phone. The name tag reads, Manager. I'm sorry, Kevin. You wanted to speak to the manager. What up? Hey, Arcus buddy, how you doing? I straighten my shoulders and to look intimidating. The man has his feet up on the table, shouting at the top of his lungs. I approach our target. Hey, listen. I wasn't even... Huh? Huh? What are you doing here? I have no... Sorry, should I regret giving this to you guys? I'm sure you guys will have fun with this one. Men do exist in NIKKE, yes, they do. They do indeed. Look, I'm adding things for Kelly. Let's see if she notices. Zane's gonna have way too much fun with that Jarvis emote. Allow me to serve you, miss. Who are you calling miss? Wait, more importantly, I asked you what you doing here. I've suddenly now decided to give him a Brooklyn accent. My man is now just suddenly Joey Wheeler. Aren't you a commander? Why are you working as a waiter here? This is my territory. I'm not a waiter. I'm the manager. You asked for me, didn't you? Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. Brooklyn Rage! Right, good timing. Go get that pink-haired girl. Now it's southern. I can't do accents for shit. I'm requesting her by name. Then what's her name, nerd? He did kind of have a Brooklyn accent in the last bunny event. Velvet peeks out from behind me. Hi. You. So you finally decided to crawl out into the open, huh? I almost starved to death because of you last time. Is that so? You almost starved? About that. I grabbed him last time to lure you into coming after me, remember? There was something else I was after, but he beat me to it. So, I decided to get salty and I threw a tantrum. But then after things wrapped up, I kind of forgot to release him. That must have been why he's so upset. 2 days. I was tied up in that storage room for 2 whole days. If it weren't for that annoying, diligent security guard, I'd be dead. I'm sorry. But you survived. Isn't that what matters? More importantly, I came out just like you wanted. So, what now? Do you want me to cast a spell on your food to make it delicious? The man tosses a thick stack of papers onto the table. You know, this whole time, I've been digging into your past to see what you were involved in. I gotta say, you're seriously vicious. I've been in this line of work too, but I'm a saint compared to you. Do your little friends here know about what you used to get up to? So? Oh, it's no big deal. I just wanted to do business with you. What? Thanks to you guys, my plan to take over Coin Rush went up in flames. But in this business, you can't be enemies forever. If we combine your skills and my connections, taking over the Ark would be a piece of cake. I was wondering what nonsense would spill out of your mouth. But this is beyond anything I imagined. So, you win. Commander being a rage baiter. From what I've seen these past few days, it looks like you're trying to revive Shade. I've got some connections in the entertainment industry. What are you babbling about? Get lost. I'm not proud of what I used to do. But I'd rather turn myself in than team up with scum like you. Yeah, figured. Hey, you girls over there. The man looks towards the other maids who are gathered around watching the scene unfold. You girls don't know what she used to do you? Wiretapping, manipulating public opinion, assassination, kidnapping. Those witches. She even sold out her own squad to save herself in the end. I did hear she was a Tetris secret agent. Master Captain, is what he's saying true? I know she got separated from her squad, but I didn't know what actually went down. Even so, I recall seeing Velvet receive some stationery from Coco, chatting happily with her. I'm choosing to believe in her. I believe things will be different from now. Well, if that's how you feel, then I'll believe in her too. Easy. Yeah, me too. You trust people way too easily, says the Fed, who sniffs underwear. Not that I hate it. I actually like it the way the commander is. That's why I like you too, instructor. Besides, this guy's intentions couldn't be more obvious. He's clearly trying to isolate Velvet. Regardless of whether he's telling the truth, I find him irksome. You can say that again. Hey, I'm not done talking. You think she actually considers you her comrades? Yeah. Privity sniffs the commander's underwear. I'm not joking. This is a thing she does. Yeah. No, I haven't done the Bond story. I just heard about it through the grapevines. I haven't read any of the Bond stories yet. But yeah. That's a thing the Fed does. So, do you really want to trust the Fed? I don't remember that, but it sounds very privity. Okay, but we trust her to be reliable like that. It ain't sniffing itself. Typical Fed. Fucking wait. Yeah. It's her Bond story, yes. Pie sticks? Label probably does that too, though. I would not be surprised if Label does. 100% I wouldn't be surprised by it. As long as she puts it in the dirty laundry when she's done with it. Stop! Ew! Privity isn't sniffing again, is she? She might be. How you doing, Sticks? Well, like I said, she's out of luck. She'll use you for as long as she can. Suck you dry and toss you out to the curb. There's some guys that are into that. You starting to get the picture? Just accept it and work with me. You don't belong in some childish maid cafe like this. You belong in the underworld, where people kill and get killed, deceive and get deceived. Where I'm supposed to be? Yeah, come with me. Let's reach the top. If we join forces, the big three and... No thanks. I'm not interested. All the central government and... What? What? It doesn't sound fun to me. The man stares at Velvet with his mouth agape. Didn't you say you knew who I was? You even did your research. And you still say stuff like that? You're really naive. I mean, a certain amount of naivety is nice and all. But in this line of work, it'll get you killed. What? Just kidding. I retired from being a secret agent now, so I don't really have the right to say that. However, Coco comes out from the break room and nods at Velvet and me. I'm not the only agent in this cafe. She's my cute junior, and she might see things a little differently. I hope to God, like, Coco just points her umbrella and it becomes a big fucking shotgun or something absolutely ridiculous. Looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. Boys, rattle them. Yes, boys. Oh, so scary. At the man's words, the bodyguards all stand up at once. But then, you're really pushing your luck. Okay, I saw this meme going around Twitter. Looks like words won't cut it. A large man who had been quietly eating a crip in the corner stands up and stretches. What are you? He's a martial arts champion. He says he can only win if he eats crepes that Coco drizzled with ketchup before the match. What? On the other side, a guest eating chocolate cake sets down her fork. You're with the Sustainable Future Planning Office, Support Office, right? A brief look over your financial records shows some concerning irregularities. A tax audit might be in order. Oh God, it's Caleb Hammer in female form. As for her, this lady works in the tax collection. Well, what the? After the first two customers stand, their remaining customers in the cafe rise to their feet, blocking the bodyguard's path. Oh shit, it's the IRS! Not only that. Other familiar guests, regulars of the Maid Cafe, enter in quick succession. Well, what the? What is this? You want to try us, huh? If that's how you want it, fine by me. A customer eating pasta wipes his mouth with a napkin. Brian's the one backing you, isn't he? Work in the department next door, so I happen to hear something. Your friend is scheduled for an audit next week. There's a limit to everything, even profiteering. You've gone all, and you've got, oh my God, and you've all gone way too far. Yo! What are you going to do now? You came here to stir up trouble, and if anything went south, you plan to smooth things over by using your connections, right? Looks like that plan's off the table. Among some of our guests who adore my dear junior, there just happens to be quite a few extraordinary people. Damn it. Yeah, you crossed the line. The hulking man puts his hand on Coco's head. You dare threaten my goddess of victory? Oh my God. Coco's someone's goddess of victory. This is beautiful. This is cinema. Absolute cinema. Threaten? We won't stand by and let our cafe be intimidated so easily. Oh, that was a chick. Sorry, I thought that was the big burly guy. Least of all by a criminal like you. Exactly. Coco, could you put more ketchup in my pasta? Got it. So, what will you do now? If you're not satisfied with our service, you're welcome to come back another time. Though, but you'll probably be in jail by then, so maybe not. Damn you. We'll see about that. The man and his bodyguards flee the Maid Cafe. I'm afraid I won't be able to see you out. Velvet closes a door that the bodyguards left open. The cafe patrons, the maids, and I all turn our eyes to Velvet. Velvet hesitates for a moment. She writes the signboard that the man had kicked over, then turns to face us. Well, that was quite the commotion, wasn't it? Now that we've shown our disruptive guests the door, we can resume service. Velvet bows gracefully. Then, we'll provide you with our very best service. Master. How you doing? A real I am Anderson moment at the cafe. The next day. You, why aren't you ordering the special? Why aren't you ordering it? It's event week, so we're giving out keychains too. We're giving out out of keychains already. Yeah, they're all gone. Ha ha ha, too bad. You should have come earlier, slowpoke. It disappeared when we were busy, and now you show up yelling? Mast, where's the rum that was here? Why is the rum always gone? Huh? You drank it all! Not all of it. I thought we might need it for cooking, so I saved a little. You didn't drink any, Trony? I didn't! Just as Velvet predicts, there's a minor incident, but then the Maid Cafe returns to normal. Wispy, I may have to tell you to bump Velvet to number 3 just so you know. Well, you're number 3, eh? The break room door opens and Velvet steps in. That went pretty smoothly. I thought things would get messier. I honestly didn't expect the operation to work. You didn't? I was totally sure it would. Velvet flips the last page of Coco's sketchbook. Alongside blobs that look like drawings of customers, the words "protecting our precious Maid Cafe together" are written above them. Their customers Coco is so fond of, so I figured they'd help protect what was precious to her. Of course, I ran some background checks on them beforehand. Of course. Oh, there you are. I was just resting. By the way, since you're here, Velvet crouches down in front of Coco. Coco? Do you still want to become a secret agent? Yeah. Then promise me one thing and I'll recognize you as a secret agent. You will? Yep, I will. I promise. Okay then. A secret agent must only work with their senior officer. Even if someone else comes and asks you to be an agent, you can't listen to them. Got it? Huh? I was gonna do that anyway. Good. Velvet pats Coco's head and stands up. Are you worried? It just made me think about the past. Coco, I'm gonna have a quick chat with Master. Do you draw strength from Master just like Soda does? Alright. Coco's on board. She's like, do your thing, girl. Do your thing. What kind of strength did you give Soda? I doubt it was something like, you can do it, go get him. You said it reminded you of the past. What kind of past? Well... It's nothing. I was just rambling. Velvet drops onto the sofa. A long time ago, I knew a girl with pink hair who was a lot like Coco. She was really good with her hands and quick on her feet. And above all, she had an incredible talent for deceiving others. Not all talent is a good thing, you know? I guess you could call it a devil's gift. Velvet stretches languidly, then plops her chin on her hand and looks out the window. That talent bloomed even further as she grew older, reaching its apex when she became a NIKKE. But we don't need any more girls like her. Well, anyway, it's all in the past now. Velvet grabs my tie and slowly pulls me closer. Hi, Decky. No. Velvet, we're short-handed in the kitchen. Oh, caught red-handed. Are you gonna scold me? Please refrain from doing that during business hours. Then it's okay during break time? That isn't... Velvet leans in close to Ade's ear. This is what you do during break time too, huh? Oh. Oh. Stop teasing her, Velvet. Yes, master. Velvet, we're short-handed in the kitchen right now. Could you come and help for a bit? Sure. As Velvet leaves for the break room, she glances back at me and winks. I'll show you again next time. My true feelings. Yeesh! Ade self-reported. A few days later. Coco bars my entry with a stern look on her face. Coco? Yes. What are you doing? I'm standing guard so you can't go in. Why? Velvet asked me to. Ah, I see. In Coco's hand is an envelope. What's that? Velvet wrote me a letter. She said to read it after this mission is over, then burn it. Burn it? Because it's a secret between two secret agents. An alarm rings and Coco checks her phone. Oh! Is it Velvet? Yeah, she says the mission's over. You can go inside now, Master. Coco enters my room with me. Sits on the sofa and opens the envelope. I'm going to the bathroom. Make yourself comfortable. Okay. Through the narrow gap of the closing door, I can catch a glimpse of Coco reading the letter. She looks happier and more innocent than I've ever seen her. No. Huh? While washing my hands, I glance at the mirror. Words written in red likely lipstick catch my eye. I'll be waiting at the Maid Cafe. Come along. Oh my. I'll be not beating the implications. A little later, I arrive at the Maid Cafe. You're here. Velvet's voice floats from the kitchen in the back. What are you doing? Cooking or whatever you'd like to call this. I'm making chocolate. I put my heart and soul into it. Need any help? Nope, it's done. A moment later, Velvet walks out alone. Whoa! Holy moly! Here, my heart and soul. Well, do you feel it? You are so moved, you're at a loss for words. Have you decided where you want to be? Velvet pauses at my words, then smiles faintly. I've given it some thought. In a chef's hand, a knife is a useful tool, right? But in a killer's hand, it becomes a weapon. Then, what does it become in the hands of an assassin or a secret agent? Isn't it still a weapon? You're really innocent when it comes to this stuff, Master. Looks like you still have a lot to learn from me. Listen carefully. A knife in a secret agent's hand is a brush. A brush wielded by their master, who uses a secret agent as a tool. People often talk about the big picture, right? Once you climb high enough, the world looks like a painting. Oh god, now we're talking about Expedition 33. People become lines you can erase or draw with a lift of a finger. Money becomes abstract numbers you can rewrite however you want. Velvet looks at Coco's sketchbook lying on a table in the hall. It's similar yet different at the same time, don't you think? Well, that's all over now. At any rate, I'm not a secret agent or anything anymore. Velvet licks a bit of the chocolate off the plastic knife. That is not a knife, that is a whisk. I'm only your maid now. So, how are you going to use me? Ma'am. Ma'am. As a secret agent or a maid? What if she's a secret maid? Or... I'll think about it. Okay, I'll be waiting. And just like that, I gain a new maid. I gain a new maid. What? Aren't you going to taste this? I worked really hard on it, you know. I'm kind of hurt. A very lethal maid. Fatal Maid N. Do it or I will, Commander. Let's go Velvet ZX. Maids are cool, I guess. Ace is like, I don't know, I don't go here. You are no longer maidless, but you still might be maidenless. A few days after the incident at the Maid Cafe. As usual, I return to my room after getting off work. Huh? A blanket on the bed is unnaturally raised. Uh-oh. I slowly approach it and flip the blanket. Hi. What are you doing? Providing security? Is that what you call security? Yep. Velvet sits up, stretches, and rubs her eyes. She must have been asleep until I arrived. Oh, it'd be dangerous if someone snuck into your bed while you were gone. Who would possibly do that? Who knows? A ninja or something could sneak in. What's with that reaction? You need security too, Master. You're kind of a big shot, you know. I already have plenty of security, including the counters. Come on now. There's a reason I'm an expert in my field. I'm perfect for the job. A former almost said security, secret agent. And now a maid who has to stay by your side. Saying that, Velvet starts rolling around on my bed again. She's literally doing that Ogre gift. Master, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. Isn't a meal prep something a maid should do? Ooh, got her. Is it? But I don't know how to cook. Didn't you say Coco taught you the basics of being a maid? If everyone could succeed by just learning, the world would be a better place. However, there's something else I'm much more confident in. Oh, hey, you two. Coco just walks in and cock blocks her. Hi. Hi, Coco. What's going on? I came to protect you. Huh? Secret agents don't just conduct covert operations. They also have to protect their master from other agents. Says who? Says Velvet. Haha, you really do exactly what you're taught, don't you? Coco stands guard by the doorway with a stern look on her face. Velvet grins at the sight, then whispers to me, I'll let Coco handle the day shift. And I'll be back for the night shift.